We'll decide which YouTuber dies. And speaking of death, we never built a way to kill the loser of this challenge. So I was thinking that we could make a machine that kills the player with the color blue. I was going to use blue stained glass, but you don't suffocate in glass. So we'll have to use concrete and then put a lever there. I think if I place blocks here when the player's inside there and then push this button, it should kill them. I guess we're just going to have to wait and find out if that actually works. But now let's just polish up this entrance and move on to the fourth room, which is based on the part in the 2005 movie where Willy Wonka transports chocolate via television. So right here, I'm going to build a seating area, and then you might have guessed this part is the actual TV itself. Okay, so first up, let's place a bunch of these stairs that will kind of act as seats. All right, then I'm going to change these middle blocks to red wool, so it should kind of look like a red carpet. All right, now we can focus on building the TV. In the movie, they watch lots of different channels, and one of them is a boxing channel. So for this challenge, the last two YouTubers alive will have to fight to the death in a boxing match. And I'm just going to sit here and watch them. Anyways, now let's build the boxing ring. All right, so we'll have the white canvas, then we'll have a red corner, blue corner, and the other two corners will probably just be black, I think. And then for the ropes, we're gonna use chains. Okay, yeah, this looks cool. That definitely looks like a boxing ring. Oh my god, and you can actually go in between the ropes. All right, now there's only one more thing I want to add to this room, and that is something to make it a bit more lively. Yep, I'm talking about Oompa Loompas. And everyone knows the best place to find Oompa Loompas is an Oompa Loompa village. Oh my god, let's go! Yep, to the untrained eye, these guys just look like villagers, but yeah, they're definitely Oompa Loompas. You are coming with me back to my factory. Oh my god, yes! That is an Oompa Loompa. Definitely an Oompa Loompa. And the best way to transport them back is gonna be using portals. Yes! Now let's get a few more of these guys. All right, there we go. We've got 6 Oompa Loompas. Hundreds of Oompa Loompas. They're a bit taller than I remember them being in the movies, but I think that's all right. Anyways, the last thing I want to add is a bell. And that is room 4 complete. So at this point, there'll only be one YouTuber left. But just like Charlie in the movies, they still haven't won the factory. There is one final test, and that is where room number 5 comes in. But we can't build it until the factory itself is complete. So let's get to work. And work I did, because the YouTubers would now arrive in 1 day's time. All right, the factory's looking absolutely insane. All we've got left to do now is build room number 5. Well, it's less of a room and more of an elevator. Specifically, it's the glass elevator from the 2005 movie. And I'm gonna make it